It's on. Get ready. Say the date.
Well, I think it's Thursday,
It's late.
3rd, 4th. What day is it? I don't rightly know. It's pretty late tonight because we've been cackling around, doing crocheting and whatnot. But, well, what do you want to talk about, Betty?
Well,
what about Emma?
Emma, you're just getting on my last nerve tonight.
Well, you know that Valentine's Day's coming up, and I just wonder what you're doing for your sweetie.
Well, you know how he's been lately.
How's he been?
He ain't been able to get up out of bed, so I'm going to have to bring him something.
Is too fat? Too fat to move? What happened to him?
Oh, Lord, I think there's girls outside throwing the tops off.
I hope they're not disrespecting the Lord's house.
We're not in the Lord's house anymore.
Yeah, we are. Everywhere we go's the Lord's house.
Oh, Tim,
Well,
walking on
we're in here, there.
Oh, shut up. Let's get back to topic.
All right, well, I made him some dumplings the other day, and he done threw them up
No.
right there in the bowl. He ain't got much time left.
No.
How you been with your hip, Betty?
Well, in recovery, been going to that physical therapist.
Who's been taking you, your son?
No, you know he ain't coming around for a while.
Well, that's
my daughter.
You
She's
done cried on us last time.
well,
like a fool.
yes. You know my daughter. She's pretty wild these days in the state of rebellion.
Well, you shouldn't have had her in high school.
Well, that don't mean nothing.
You was promiscuous, if you don't recall.
I'm always promiscuous. Still got it in me, but the Lord's taking over.
Lord turned you around and whooped your butt, your hind ends raw.
Well,
You got time to turn around to the promiscuation.
Well,
shut up, Elma. Elma.
She's cackling hyenas, all she is.
She's getting on my last nerve today.
Aggravating.
I done told her 3 times to get out.
Well, when I was getting that stuff that therapy for my hip, whatnot, you know, there's a cute boy in there. He was putting me in the pool. He
tried to grab at you or
He
something?
tried to grab at me in that one-piece bathing suit with that little skirt I've been wearing. He told me he ain't never seen a better-looking 90-year-old. And I told him, well, shoot, I got a husband. And if Valentine's Day's coming up, that's why I asked you about it, because I don't know which one to be my Valentine.
Well, your husband's dead.
What?
Well, I don't
You
know.
call dead divorced? Divorced dead the same thing to you?
Might as well be.
That's what I said. You're right. Thanks. Yeah. All right. So you think that young? I mean, I ain't no spring chicken or anything, but
Well, if he's grabbing at you, he's interested.
oh yeah.
I'm done talking about Valentine's Day. That's done wore me off.
I tell you what, I think it's a devil's holiday anyway. All it does make people sad. Sex, drugs,
Now, what do you think about this?
money,
They got them hearts.
sweets.
My son the other day, he told me hearts aren't the shape that we think they are.
What?
You know them, the heart shape. You know the heart shape
Well, yeah.
for the Valentine's Day. He done told me that up inside the chest, the real heart, you know, in the person that beats
Yeah.
it, he said it ain't that shape.
What shape is it? Lord help us.
Well, I don't rightly understand why they shape it like they do. If it
That's
ain't the
all I
right
know,
shape.
Mabel. It's what I know, and I ain't changing it now at 90.
Why you getting torn up about it?
Well, I was
just telling you what's
I don't
what.
know, it's kind of bothering me because, well, you brought up that ex-husband. I knew he was going to touch at my heart, tugging at me, pulling on me. Lord, why'd you have to do that? Why'd you do it?
Well, I'm just going to change the subject and let you cry in the corner because you're being a...
Drink some whiskey.
Shut up. You're being a fool.
Oh.
Elma, if you eat one more of that daggone cookies, I'm going to spank you.
You know what? I'm just going to drink some of my whiskey.
How old you are? How old are you?
I'm about 75.
Now, Betty, You gonna turn to the drinking at your old age. Your Lord
I
hates
think
drinking.
Betty feels better now, if you know what I'm saying.
A little more whiskey's my
Back in my
medicine.
day, my daddy see me with a whiskey, he would knock my head off.
Well, I think that it's good for, going to sleep, covering up your problems.
I thought you was gonna say privates, and I wasn't gonna be happy. That ain't funny. That's disrespectful.
You're right. You are right.
Now, Betty,
This is whiskey talking.
How is it okay to be drinking when you're saying that everywhere is the Lord's house?
Whiskey
you are
talking.
disrespected right now.
Elma,
I'm in a state of rebellion.
you need to go read the word of the Lord.
I've been backsliding.
Well,
You ain't holding me accountable.
Betty, how do you feel about that? I think his name Daniel, running up through the holler,
Yeah.
stomping around the other
Naked
day.
like a jaybird.
Well,
Did you see it in privates?
I
You
told
were looking, weren't you?
You're drunk, aren't you? I can't live this way. I gotta turn off. You better go praying for forgiveness. Now you shut up. That ain't nothing to joke about. I'm turning this
getting
thing
a
off.
little sleepy.